Border where Venezuelan migrants are now camped on the Mexican side of the Rio Grande and Juarez.
This comes after the Biden administration made a decision to expel those who enter the U.S. under the Title 42 plan earlier this month. That Title 42 initiated by former President Trump, highly criticized by President Biden. Allie Bradley joining us live near the border in Arizona with the latest. This is so interesting, Allie, because there were so many pushes for this to be lifted and for Biden to get rid of Title 42. And now Democrats and Republicans are saying keep it.
Yeah, they kind of extended it, right, despite calls to remove it. But now we're seeing this migrant camp of about 250 Venezuelan migrants camping out on the other side of the Rio Grande from El Paso. And the migrants there are saying that they're not going to be leaving until the U.S. lets them in. So here's what's going on down there right now. They say that they don't want to be a burden to Mexico, but they do want the Biden administration to do an about-face on that October 12th decision to expel those who walk across the border under that Title 42 public health order. Now, our news partners with BorderReport.com are reporting that these migrants were offered jobs, food, and shelter, but started setting up camp along the levee in Juarez after officials there told them sleeping on the streets near the International Bridge was not an option. Now, some of the migrants said that they were afraid they'd be taken into custody and repatriated, which is sent back to their home country, while others did not want to be relocated far from the U.S. border and the International Bridge. Now, in a statement, a U.S. Border Patrol spokesman said, in coordination with our partners with the government of Mexico, we continue to monitor the situation to ensure the safety of all migrants who enter our custody. Now, Border Patrol is saying the El Paso sector has averaged nearly 2,000 migrant encounters since the new fiscal year began October 1st. Now, what we can tell you out here along the southern border, we're experiencing temperatures dropping here too in Arizona and in El Paso. They're looking at temperatures in the low 40s as well, and shelters that are partnered with the city, they're offering space to those Venezuelan migrants out of concern for their safety and their health right now because of these worsening temperatures and elements out here, you guys.
Allie, I have to ask you, because I saw those tents and some of them looked the same. Is that provided by Mexican authorities, U.S. Border Patrol, or is that something that charities are providing to those migrants?
You know, I don't have the answer to that, Adrienne. I would say that it's probably a combination of things. From what I've experienced just being down in El Paso, a lot of them weren't allowed to have tents and things like that. The police had moved them off the streets. So now that they're down by the levee, it's likely a combination of efforts from the city and from groups that are coming in and pitching in as well.
All right, Allie Bradley, thank you very much for that report. Such an important story. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.